We are a group of volunteers who have been working with the Forum since June, researching women on active service during the First World War. This will then be put on display at an exhibition in November. We knew a bit about the impact the Great War had on men at this time, but were interested to learn more about the effect it had on women and their roles in helping with the war effort. Before 1914, although some women worked in the textile and clothing industry or in service, the majority looked after the home and cared for their families. As the war broke out, men volunteered to sign up and serve their country. Women gradually took over some of the roles originally filled by men, but after conscription in 1916, many more women were needed. Our journey began by discussing differing aspects of women's roles that interested us and visited the Norfolk Record Office and Norfolk Heritage Centre. We explored original local newspapers, parish magazines, maps, local accounts of life in Norfolk, together with letters and diaries from families to their loved ones away at war. At Gresson Hall Workhouse and Rural Life Museum, we stepped back into the past and discovered Olive Croswell, a landswoman in Norfolk during World War I. In 1917, following a government campaign when the country faced the prospect of great food shortages, some 23,000 women volunteered to join the Women's Land Army and were issued with a uniform and sent to work in agriculture. We tried to experience the life of a landswoman.
One May morning so early I overheard a fairy maid write for little I-O.
Many local women volunteered to work in one of the Norfolk British Red Cross auxiliary hospitals, and we were fascinated to discover through personal contact a photo album illustrating the day-to-day life at Catton Hall Auxiliary Hospital from 1915 to 1919. It has been an engrossing experience learning about the lives of women during the time of the Great War, giving us an insight into the past.
I've been researching women working on the land in the First World War, and it's demonstrated to me how women get written out of history. They were outnumbered 20 to 1 by women who worked locally, part-time, volunteering, parish by parish, and they're enumerated by the registers kept by the Women's War Agricultural Committees. And all the parishes in Norfolk who have lodged their records with the Norfolk Record Office, we only have Brampton, we have 9 names. Those 9 names stand for 1,700 women who worked in that way during the war.
These women from very humble Norwich backgrounds were thrown into a large factory having to do precision engineering, which they did very well. However, there was an attempt to feminise their jobs. So you got the planes they were helping to make described as warbirds, and the welding process was described as the prettiest job of all in the factory because of all the coloured sparks.
My great-grandmother lost 2 sons in the First World War, and that really opened the door to the interest of the subject. And when I saw this advertised, it just seemed a time in the world history that I really wanted to learn more about.
Through working on this project, It has also given us the opportunity to learn useful skills by being involved in various training workshops, including interview training to help us with presenting our research at the exhibition. The places we have been to and the information we have discovered has given us a key to unlock a door into a world of history, allowing us to get a glimpse into the lives of women during World War I and the challenges they faced.